So, before I go to bed, for all the people who I've had said things to about things that's happening in the world, to minorities and whoever else, and all this stuff that's going on in Gaza and all the mass deportations from America. And for people who used to say, I still say, well, I don't want to get involved. I just want to stay out the way, and it's not affecting me, and I feel bad. But what can I do? I'm just one person. It's finna affect you, just like I said before. So because Donald Trump has made this declaration for all 50 states, sending out National Guards to train, and you have ICE that's already out here. And we don't even know who these people are. Even if they're really police officers or whoever, you don't know who these people are, and they're wearing masks. Republicans and Democrats are on the same page with one another. I've been telling you that your vote didn't mean shit. Every time you go to the poll, go to the polls. You going, well, you know what got this is what you got when you went to the polls. Nothing. Biden was doing exactly what Trump is doing with these wars when he was in office, when Trump was in office, when Obama was in office. We don't need a Democratic and a Republican Party. We actually in this country really only need one party, and it's the party of us. You don't have to put your faith in these politicians who really, we don't come, when you vote, you realize that we are not the ones that coming up with policies and what we want. They come up with some shit, then come out and show us to say what you want to pick from. So, because Congress is still not come back in session, and these SNAPs benefits, which are food stamps, come the first, are going to be gone. What do you think people are going to do? It's a setup. That's why the Democrats haven't said anything. They both want this to happen. It's a setup because they know people who don't. First, and also, let me tell you this: black people, African American, colored, niggers, or whatever you want to call them, we only make up 11 to 12% of the population here in America. So if you're Caucasian and you're thinking that this is only going to hurt black people, then you're just as dumb and stupid as Donald Trump say you are. Republicans say that their base are dumb and ignorant, but so are the so is the Democrat Party base. There's more people, Caucasian people on welfare or government assistance, what they want to call it, than there is of anything else because they make up most of the population here in America. So they know that it's going to be some unrest with people not being able to get food. And they're going to put agitators out there to agitate the situation. So then when the riots start, guess what happens? Military state. For you all who don't know, Greater Israel is not just considered in the Asian South. Israel, it's not, Israel wasn't just America. It's also a part. It's a coup. You know how we go and destabilize other countries and do regime change? There's been a regime change here in America. And you stupid motherfuckers don't even realize it. Why you think they want to buy TikTok? Why you think all mainstream news and media keep talking about anti-Semitic? Every time these motherfuckers over there bombing and killing innocent people, they making up excuses, saying that, oh, the Palestinians have done. No, they haven't. It's a coup. America has been taken over. Remember when I said there won't be another election? It won't. What do you think Trump them are going to... And stop saying Donald Trump. It ain't Donald Trump. He's a part of it, but he's not even in control of it. And that's, they can tell you that because he went over there to Israel, even though it was just song and dance, and told them people that you should do this, and every time they keep doing it. So they want us to riot. And there was a lady on Instagram. This was some of the dumbest shit I've seen in my life. She had 9 kids, apparently. And she all in her telephone, yelling and screaming into her phone, talking about, come the first or whatever, I don't get my food stamps to be able to feed my kids. I'm going in the store to get whatever I usually get. And me and my 2 brothers, we going to come out of there. If anybody touch me, you going to do what? You and your 2 brothers are either going to go to jail or you're going to die. Then your 9 kids are going to be without parental guidance. And guess what's going to happen to them? So stuff like that would agitate people to, yeah, let's do this. I wish I had an answer for this. Remember I said I'm always right? But because I don't have an answer, I'm not going to make anything up. I first want to say, yes, we need to fight back and do this and that. But if we do that, we're feeding right into what they want us to do. But then if we don't, and you would ask people, well, let's all share and do what we want to do, but you also, okay, this is for all American citizens. So if the government doesn't open back up and these people don't get their food stamp cards or whatever, one thing that we can do collectively, regardless if you get food stamps or not, don't celebrate Thanksgiving and don't celebrate Christmas. Let's just start there. But I'm afraid that if we get out here in the streets, get to breaking in grocery stores, and now you got all this unrest and the National Guard and ICE out here, this is what they want. That's what they wanted with the All Kings Day marches, but people were so smart and they didn't get what they wanted. People was dressing up in pajamas. They was having a party. And they tried to act like, hey, they was out there doing, they didn't do any of that. Then they still came out there trying to act like these people was out here doing something bad. It wasn't. So and again, if you think about history, and I know you don't, but I love history. The same thing happened when Rome was falling. The exact same thing happened. America is Rome, was Rome. And every great empire falls. When Commodus came into power, after his dad died, Caesar died, Commodus did exactly what Donald Trump has did. He had all his friends. And they kept trying to, they were still trying to go over and conquer other countries to this and that, but they couldn't do it. And it's the same thing America. America hasn't won a war since World War I. If America attacks Iran, they're going to lose. If America try to go to war with Russia, they're going to lose. They just lost to a small army. Israel and America lost that war to the Palestinians and Hamas. They lost it. They killed a bunch of innocent kids and mothers and fathers. They did that. We good at that, like they blowing up these boats in Venezuela. They sit up there posturing, trying to scare people. But now they was trying to invade Venezuela to get their oil and do a regime change. But Russia and Iran said, We wish you would. Now, because Russia said they got this special nuclear weapon that they brought out, Donald Trump went over there to China thinking that he could go over there and try to talk China down. This shit is crazy, to talk China down because of these tariffs that he imposed. So this was his great idea. I'm going to impose these ridiculous tariffs on China and Russia. But to try to get them apart from each other, I'm going to go over here after I impose these tariffs and tell China, listen, I'll drop the tariffs if you do this. And China's like, you don't get your bitch ass out of here. Are you crazy? We not falling for that. So because China didn't fall for that, these clowns, like I told you, Commodus and Rome, they did the same thing. The boats were bringing food over. Commodus and his comrades hid the food from the citizens and said that the boats got trapped at sea or the food went bad because this and that. And there was unrest and uprising in Rome, in which Commodus tried then, him and his comrades, to make new laws and oppress the people and turn them in. Because if you can't control the world anymore, and America can't, they're turning on us because these people in here who are the wealthiest people, whatever, they want to hold on to their power. So if they can't hold on to their power, oppressing everybody else, they're going to oppress us here. It's the Hunger Games. And dear white folks, you are not, just because your skin color looks like Donald Trump, don't fuck with you. Because you're not in that class. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, you buying them big, stupid, ugly ass cars that look like Crayola boxes, they don't fuck with you. We fuck with you though. That's what you don't understand. And now you finna realize. It's a rap, Nick. So, but what I'm saying is, it's a setup. Then, and Andrea Acosta, AOC, whatever this broad name is, she ain't said nothing in I don't know how long. I see a post on her on YouTube, walking up down the street saying, it's time for us citizens to push back. We're not accepting that. It's time to fight back. Why would you come out here now and say that? Amidst of them deploying the National Guard and ICE out here, because they know it's going to be some pushback about these food stamps. Why would you come out and encourage that now? Why? She's with the bullshit. She hasn't said anything about those killings in Gaza. She hasn't said anything about genocide. What Democrat, only person that's talking, and I don't even know how serious she is, or he is. I think all this is an act. Tucker Carlson and Mary Jo, whatever her name is, the Republican lady, the blonde chick or whatever, is saying all this stuff. And I don't know, if she do have a sign on her door that says she don't take foreign money and this and that. So I believe that. And so when Candace Owens and not Kirk, but there's another, Nick Fuentes come out and say that, listen, I'm not depressed and I'm not suicidal. So if something happens to me, you know what it is. The fact that people are preferences that now. So you remember all these deaths of entertainers and all, they found these people in there hung themselves and all this and that. These people ain't done none of that. These people have been murdered. So now the smart thing to do is say that I'm not depressed and nothing wrong with me. So if something happens to me, it's not me. Something has happened. So this is what's going on. I don't know what to tell you all, but this shit is about to get crazy, just like I said. And there's going to be a war, and I said maybe they're talking about nuclear war. I'm always right. You just need to pay attention.